Yo, what's up, wonderful earthlings? Thank you very much for clicking this video. Like always, respect to yourself, man. Much love. You see here, we are all about love, good vibes, peace, forgiveness, unity, and honesty as our message to humans across the whole world. And with your help, wonderful soul, today we shall be spreading a lot of love to the whole world by reacting together to a vast variety of knowledge, all with the intentions of trying to understand how humans live and unite. You see? Right out of Africa with lots of good vibes. Kindly hit the like button, tell us where you're watching from, and let's dive in. Good vibes, man. Huh. And these some good vibes animals with soldiers. Hmm. Good vibes, people. Why would you use animals for stupid wars? You see? What's even the essence and need for war amongst humans?
So
But
I
all of us
crawled,
are still humans.
dragging that
Oh,
gun
that was
under
some.
these trees until I got about 20 feet from that orb, 20, maybe 30 feet. And the electricity from it, the buzz, the static, my whole body felt like needles. The hair was standing up and every goosebump on me was just tingling. And the energy was so strong, I couldn't go any closer. I just turned around and I backed away, walked back out of the forest, crawled out. And I got to the pine trees where the fence was crunched. I stood up and I went to step over that fence. And the minute I went to step over that fence, there were two of these beings just appeared right in front of me. They were standing like 3 feet from me. And just enough gap I could walk between them. And immediately I felt this shame come over me. Shame that I had this rifle. Why I brought this to fight something that there ain't no fighting, right? So I took the gun and I tried to hide it behind me. And what they put in my head was what changed me. From that point on, I never hunted again. I don't harm bugs. I have a way with animals now nobody understands. I have 50, 100 ducks, wild ducks who'll fly in and fly right up to me. If you come out there, they're gone, but they'll fly right up and eat from me, feed them wild mallards. And if anybody knows about mallard ducks, they're one of the most skittish creatures in the world. They fly at thousands of feet high at 80 miles an hour, and you need duck calls and blinds and decoys in the water to get one to land. Well, I have whole flocks of them fly right in and eat. I can feed them. But that wasn't like that before. But these beings told me that they changed me. They told me that the way they put it in my head, when I say told me, they don't really talk. They put images that it's just telepathic, I guess you could say. But it made me understand that the whole world is alive. Everything from the grass to every single animal, bird, tree, all had a consciousness. They even put images into me of the cells in the body, like within the human body. You don't tell your body what to do. Something outside of us is telling our body how to function. The molecules, each cell that divides from one cell to the other has a conscience. So I'm just a part of that. I can't get the words out I want to say, but it just changed me in such a way that I began to cry about everything. I've cried for the last 7, 8, 10 years, I guess, about everything. When I see something get hurt, it just kills me. But it came from that experience with these beings on how they told me how everything's a living consciousness, and I don't have the right to take its life, that we live in a mutualistic way. Like your stomach, for example. You have bacteria in your stomach that digest chlorophyll, plant material. The human can't do it, but this bacteria does. And it secretes the nutrients that you get from that plant. And it survives because you're feeding it the plant material, right? So it's a mutualistic way we live. And it's like a tree gives you wood for a house. It gives you shade for the sun, a nest for a bird, oxygen to breathe, and the list goes on. So everything has a part of life on this planet, and it's not up to us to destroy it and abuse it. And I could talk about this for days.
Wow.
Yeah. It changed me.
We should treat everything nicely,
If you
man.
create an experience about not having confidence, you're pretty confident about that, aren't you? If you feel like you lack trust, you're trusting that, right? If you feel disconnected, you have to be connected to create that experience. You can't be disconnected. You can use your connection to create an experience of disconnection, but you can't be disconnected. It's not possible. You wouldn't exist. So it's about getting people to sort of flip their understanding of how they're doing what they're doing in creating that experience, which of course first means they have to take responsibility for creating it. Because if they're in denial about creating it and it's just they're a victim and it's coming from out there and I have nothing to do with this and I have no control over it and I can't change it, well, it's more challenging to change someone like that who's in denial, because a person that is usually in denial is also in denial that they're in denial. So they've created kind of a double shell around themselves that prevents them from being able to receive that information. But again, that's their choice. Now, you can do as much as you can to say, well, I think it could work this way for you. This is what Bashar does. He shares all this information with us because he knows it can work for us. But his biggest caveat is what you do with that information is none of my business. It's your path. So all I can do, the only help I can give, is to let you know there's an option. You have to be the one to decide whether that will work for you or not. And it's not my business if you decide it's not.
Look at this, man. Oh my god. What was that, man?
Someone in NASA had realized that after taking billions of dollars from the American people, if they couldn't make it to the moon, they would fake it to the moon.
Obviously, if you're going to somewhere that nobody has been before, you need to have a simulator which recreates that environment as closely as you can. If we come up to this picture here, we see the three scales on which these models were built. We have here the whole moon as one unit. It stands about 20 foot high. We have here behind it a section of the surface of the moon. You'll notice it's curved. And here we have a more detailed section of the lunar surface.
What you're saying is that the images which we're told show a camera pointing out the window of the lunar module as it's coming into land on the moon could well have been filmed previously using these large-scale models.
That's right. It could well be that what we are looking at are films of realistic models. We have no means of knowing if they were actually taken on the lunar surface or whether what we're watching is part of the simulation exercise and the training exercise. And you'll notice here on these models there is a camera track. A camera starting at this end, coming down here, would approach the moon or appear to approach the moon and become ever closer towards it. If a spacecraft is in deep space, the only possible explanation for a light seen through the window of the spacecraft is the sun. It's the only bright light in space. If it's not the sun, then it has to be some other artificial light, which which implies that that particular image is possibly fiction. The most lethal forms of radiation, of course, are at the higher end of the spectrum. That's gamma rays and X-rays. We know what ultraviolet can do. If you stay out too long in the sun, you get sunburn and skin cancer and die, and it's all very sad. But gamma rays, and X-rays especially, are particularly lethal to humans, unprotected humans. There was no protection that I have been able to identify. I've found no reference to it. I found nothing that will tell me what level of protection is offered, so I have to assume none was. I've contacted the manufacturers of the spacesuits, and they said there was no radiation protection built into the spacesuits, because I asked them if these same spacesuits could be used by technicians to go to Chernobyl or 3 Mile Island, because the nuclear reactors produce the same radiation as produced in space. They said no, not advisable, no protection.
Please leave your thoughts on that, man. It's why we're always preaching honesty here. Oh, look at this beautiful place. Oh, this world is full of amazing places, man. Like this is a beautiful place. You may know that is ice and the snow.
What's that for? What do you mean? The cane. It's just in case. It's just in case for what? David, I'm blind. What? Wait, do you not know that? No. I thought Rachel would have told you. She didn't tell me anything. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I think I would remember if she told me you were fucking blind. We don't have to do this. I can just go back inside. No, that's not what I'm not saying it like that. I didn't know. Why would you think that I wouldn't want to go on a date with you? Most guys don't want to date a blind girl. Well, I'm not most guys. Let me ask you a question. Can you still taste food? Oh, yeah. Can you listen to good music? Yeah. Okay, then why the fuck wouldn't I want to go hang out with you? Are you cute? No, I'm ugly as shit. I think the worst part is that I put so much into this outfit. Got long hair. Right? Smells good too. So do you have like super smell and stuff? No, I wish. What color eyes do you have? That's beautiful. Really? Yeah, I wasn't even looking. That was a booger in there. Just kidding. If you guess which hand I'm holding out, then you get to pick what we're eating. Deal, yeah. Are we starting now? Yeah. Right hand. No. Did you just switch them? No. I think I just already switched them. No, I didn't. You did. I heard it. Did you see me do that? No, I can hear you. Yes. I've been lying this whole time. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You want to drive? Yes.
What is up, everybody? So have you ever been sitting there thinking about something, and then all of a sudden you turn on TikTok or social media and then it pops up? Of course you have, right? It's 2024. So this woman, Audrey Capri, came on and was talking about the great solar flash. And I was just like, man, this needs to get out there. This information needs to get out there. There are so many videos about the great solar flash. It's supposed to be this solar event that comes from a central sun that's going to cause this mass awakening with people and bring them to their true, authentic, high vibe 5D being, right? And there's so many things wrong with this, okay? You know, you have to be really careful of what you listen to, right? You have to check with yourself and to come up with the truth for yourself without your wants, needs, and desires involved, without your ego involved, okay? Now, there's so many things wrong with this. You know, waiting for this great solar flash to happen to bring you to your highest vibration is going to cause you to just sit at the window looking out and do zero work on yourself, okay? For those of you who are old enough, do you remember the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? How long are you going to sit in the pumpkin patch when everybody else knows the Great Pumpkin's not arriving, right? There is... You know, it's also like Pirates of the Caribbean, the Great Flash, right? This is a very fantasy oriented. Okay? Think of this. Think of when the sun has solar flares regularly, right? You're either exhausted, vertigo, like look at all the ascension symptoms, right? irritable, none of it feels good whatsoever. So can you imagine one grand solar flash that's going to happen? It's not feasible, because you will not be able to integrate it with all the densities that are still stuck in you. And what are the densities? Your trauma, your fear, your limiting belief systems, the programs of your ego, the wounded ego, the inner child issues, right? The energetic blocks, the cords, the attachments. This solar flash would be cruel at best to do to people. Okay? That's why ascension's been happening for decades, slowly, so you can integrate. And if there's any single one of you that is waiting for some outside event to fix you, you are being fooled. There is a lot of darkness out there. Think of this, at least 90% of the spiritual people that you see out there are coming from ego and false light. To have you waiting for this great solar flash to happen is darkness. It's pure darkness, okay, at its best. Okay? That being said, you know what? When alien ships start coming out of the sky and everybody's seeing them, that's going to be a mass fucking awakening. Okay? Not a solar flash that everybody's just going to automatically ascend. You have to do the work, right? 18 years of channeling professionally. I can't even tell you how many people I got on the phone with their first session. They're like, oh, Paul, I covered all that. I had all these years of healing. And I'm looking in energetically and I'm like, well, according to the energy that I'm seeing, you just barely got started. Trauma takes lifetimes to heal. But the positive about this is you can thrive and still be in that 5th, 12th, 24th dimension energy, right? The ascension, right? It's right here. Everything that you're looking for is right here. This solar flash thing is not going to bring you to that space magically. You can access that right now. If you've done your work, if you've done your energetic clearing, if you've done your healing. And the most difficult part of the path that takes the most dedication is the reprogramming. Have you faced and conquered your addictions, your physical addictions, your mental addictions, your emotional addictions? You are completely transforming into a different person, a highest vibration of yourself over time. Okay? So wake up. Okay? Start doing your work. And if you need help, my one-on-one energetic clearing sessions, healing sessions, I connect people very uniquely to universal oneness and your higher self. So if you need help clearing energetic blocks, cords, attachments, if you need help with healing coming in, and you need guidance on your path, that's what I do for a living, okay? So get in touch with me. Like I said, my sessions were $155. They're now $100. I'm going to keep that until maybe through March. Okay, we'll see how that goes. But don't let, you have to really trust your intuition inside of you. You have to check for yourself. And the only way that you're going to get the truth of everything that's going on is sitting by yourself undistracted long enough to get your wants, needs, and desires out of the way, get your thoughts out of the way, get your emotions out of the way, and ask higher self. Check in and see what feels right for you, because your higher self will never guide you wrong. Okay? So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Love to everybody.
My mother didn't know that King James was King of England. She just thought God sent him here to write this. She didn't know King James was such a weird, strange homosexual. He hated women so bad he killed his mother, and his lover was Buckingham Palace. His lover was Lord Buckingham, who Buckingham Palace is named after. Oh, come on, y'all. So where do you go? Where do it go, And so one
Oh my god, yeah, that's scared. Did you know those stuff good people
See, they
bad?
always tell you the truth, you guys. Always tell you the truth. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to what Peyton Manning's son had to tell y'all. Listen. First, look at his face. Look at his face. First of all.
Once again. Way to go. Good job, Punk. Way to play, baby. Refs won the game. Refs, you know, well. Scripted. Way to play, baby. Refs won the game. Refs, you know, well. Scripted.
See, life is but a dream, right? Because life is scripted. It is literally scripted. It's what you make it, y'all. Because life is a dream. But the reason why theirs are scripted is because they have no creator in them. They have no creator aspect in them. They cannot be creative. So they are living on a cycle. This is why history repeats itself. And we must break out of history. And this is what's happening right now. We're literally breaking out of history. And we are witnessing history in the making because we are creating the history that is in the making, or rather her story. So yeah, truth in plain sight again, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting time. And you already know, man, that sun in Florida feeling so good, y'all. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift, y'all. Peace in.
Oh my god, how? Leave your thoughts about that, man. Some good vibes guy here from some place brought this animal back to the water. Which animal is this? Is this a turtle or what's up? Huh? Well, these are some good vibes guy. They returned the animal back to its natural habitat. This is nice, man. You see? And they didn't choose to use it as a snack. You see, I saw the other day someone was asking why I only eat fruits, no pizza, no meat. Myself, I've never tasted pizza in my whole life. I only hear it in stories and see it in TVs, you see, big screen. I even do not know the ingredients or what is used to make it, you see. Maybe I will do some research and see if there is one for vegetables and something like that, you see. Good vibes, man. Look at this guy is here. They went to chill with some animals and they had put on some mask and the animals are surprised and confused. Oh my god, it seems like there is a different breed of ourselves in different places. So this one is fantastic. It can stand in two feet.
Yeshua, aka Jesus, was one of these students as well. Read the Gospel of the Holy 12. You'll find that when he disappeared from the Bible, where did he go? He went to Egypt. I've taken many people to the actual bed that he slept in, which is still there in Egypt. It's a shrine now. And he was there learning the Egyptian mysteries. And this is well known, well documented. I mean, that was an apocryphal text that was left out of the Bible. He left there and went to Tibet to learn Reiki healing and Qigong and energy healing with his hands, and came down through India, learned the mystic arts. And then the Bible picks up at the age of 32, I called my son out of Egypt. That's what the Bible says. And he ends up riding in on the back of a donkey back in Jerusalem. So that's the loop that's missing out of their 12 to 32. That chunk is missing out in the Gospel of the Holy 12. Again, he also had the Mason knowledge. Hand-picked people would get to learn this sacred knowledge. Masons would actually encode it into structures and buildings, which is encoded all throughout the world, throughout Rome at the Vatican, all throughout Europe, all throughout areas like in Bosnia, believe it or not, where you have the Pyramid of the Sun there in the Bosnian Valley. They literally had a system in which they can identify people who they called adept initiates, people who seem to have some type of ability to perceive things at a higher level or retain knowledge at a higher level or display some type of talent, or ability. And those people were literally handpicked.
Oh, did you know that, man? And some good vibes guy here has a wonderful hairstyle. So straight out of the jungle. I wonder how they taught this on there. Looks like even in the world they do this.
Birdie, look. Hey, you're rough. What are you doing? Your grooming is just rough, girl. Her hands. Why are you smacking? Oh, it's just so beautiful, ain't it?
Showing you what she learned at cosmetology school.
Are you a good hairdresser? It's not looking like it, but whatever. Maybe it's the new style. Oh, now we're gonna use our feet. Birdie, do you know it's not nice to use your feet to do hair? You are so silly. Now just look at what you've done. The whole world's looking at me now and my hair is looking like craziness. Look at that. Say we don't care. We got monkey hair all the time, don't we? Yep, now we're gonna take my glasses off with my foot, with her foot. Watch this. Nope, she's gonna do it with her hand. Oh. Just take them right off. There you go. Now put them on. Are you putting them on? You just want to chew on them. Tear them up. Gotta love you. Can I have them back? Thank you. Those are my good ones. Okay, go back to doing my hair.
I got told a while back by reliable multiple sources that I should take a much closer look at the Alaska shoot down.
U.S. Northern Command's Alaska Command coordinated the operation with assistance from the Alaska Air National Guard, Federal Aviation Administration, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
The U.S. defense officials sent F-35 fighter jets up to try to figure out what this object was that was flying around near Alaska. Those pilots, we have learned, have given very conflicting accounts of what they actually experienced, with some pilots saying that the object interfered with the plane's sensors, other pilots saying that they didn't really experience that, other pilots saying that when they looked at the object they could identify no identifiable propulsion system, and they did not know how it was actually staying in the air.
The Pentagon tracked the Alaska object, confirmed that it was a silver cylindrical UAP and not a balloon. The President, Joe Biden, ordered the shoot done, and multiple assets were involved with the recovery. HC-130, F-16s for cover, and OGA black helicopters. That's a direct quote from somebody who has a source in the Pentagon, and he says that he is 100% certain of this account.
Oh, scary, man. Look at this. Oh, wait. I thought that was a door. Oh my god, there's some crazy stuff going on around. Some glitch in the matrix there. Oh my god, what are these stuff? Good people of Earth, can you understand what is really going on here? Are these ghosts or which creatures are these? Oh, these are some strange happenings here. Oh. What? Oh. Huh. What's up? This is really strange. It's like the baby is seeing something. What is the baby seeing? What? Oh my god. What do you think they saw? This is some strange stuff, man. Where did it come from? Oh, it's a roach. Is it a roach? It looks like they saw a roach there or some spider. Oh, and they ran away. Oh my god. You see, these roaches can be really scary at some point. POV, you are taxa determined remains of Dory the sheep. What's going on here? What is this guy trying to tell us? About what? The sun? He wants to zoom at the sun? Let's see. What is the results did he get? What do you think he find at the sun there? Oh, did you see that plane, man? Wait. What's going on? Look at this. Oh, look at that. Do you see that is not smoke? But what's going on? It's like something is being sprayed up there, or see, leave your thoughts about this, good people over. This is some creepy happening. Huh? Oh my god. Look closely. Let's look closely. And some physics experiment here using magnetism theory. You take some wire, you strip it, and this is what happens. You wrap it around some screw, or do you call this a nut? Okay, whatever it is, you wrap it around it. You know this stuff. You see, maybe you call it different in your where you come from. Give a name for it. This metal stuff that the wire is being coiled around is either a nut or some screw, something like that. And you should have two. You see, and some long copper strand or wire strand, and you do the same procedure to the other one. Well, let's see. Oh, is it just like that? And now you have two screws with the wire strands tied across them. You can just add some glue there just for the sake of that thing being strong, so that it cannot move when you're in business. And then after you have that, search for a bulb holder, and no matter the terminals, just connect the wires. One wire strand with some screw to one side, and the other wire strand with some screw to the other side. And let's see, and this is how it goes down. Humans are very creative. You see, to come up with this idea and this theory, we must have tried a lot. You see, what do you think? Thank you, wonderful souls, for watching up to this far, man. You see, tell us what you do for a living, good people of us. You see, we do generate good vibes in your work there. You see, because humans, when they are dedicated to do stuff, they are just amazing. And then you tie your bulb holder to some stuff there, and now you introduce your magnet. And this is how it goes down. And now you connect the two screws to the magnet, and now you introduce a light bulb. And you see, before they are connected, nothing happens, but immediately you connect them with the bulb lights. That is incredible. This is good vibes, man. Looks like there's a lot of electricity around here in nature, and we can utilize stuff and come up with energies. Good vibes. Big up to everybody, man, in the comment section, hitting the like button. No one has hit the super thanks of it, but we hope everybody will be well and you guys will be able to do that.
This is natural soap that you're looking at, pure soap. So when they want to get some soap to bathe, they just go and pick it from a tree. It scrubs it had like so good, like if dead flesh is on your skin, it take it off. Eczema, anything.
A mamãe tá fazendo brincadeirinha? Where is Michael Jackson? Where is Mariah Carey? Where is Whitney Houston? I pray for the comeback of Mariah Carey. I pray for that. But where are they? They gained the world, but where are they? What did they take with them? Where is Robin Williams? Where is Augustus Caesar? Where are all the kings, the presidents, those who ruled the world? Where are they? Where are all the wealthy people? Where are they? Gone, gone, because they chased something that was never theirs. Never will be. Never will be. But what happens? The Lord directed the sun's heat onto that sea. The sun here represents trials, tribulations, hardships, because when the sun burns me, it is very painful. So many people get skin cancer by exposing their body for too long under the sun. It is extremely painful when you get struck by the sun. So the sun here are the trials, the tribulations, the persecutions you go through for the sake of the Lord Jesus. It is not easy to turn your back to the world and give your face to Christ. It takes a lot of persecutions, tribulations and hardships. Not easy to give up on the pleasures and the treasures of the world to gain Christ. But blessed are you when you choose to go through hardships for the sake of the Lord, for you will be turned into sweet waters, no longer salty, no longer salty. But remember, that sweet water, where is it now? High up in heaven. God has lifted you up from the filth of this world, the sea. God has raised you from the grave. God has raised you from your sinful nature, from your sinful status. God has taken you out of the pit into the heaven of all heavens. Pure, white cloud, and the color white represents righteousness. The Lord rose from the dead on the third day, dressed up in white. But it takes a lot of hardships because you need to carry the cross. It is the cross that purifies you. It is the cross that does the distillation process by changing you from worldly, the sea, salty water, into heavenly cloud. Saints. From sinners into saints, from earthly to heavenly, from materialistic people to spiritual beings, spiritual. But you need to suffer. Man, it's so easy to go out and have fun downtown. It's so easy to go and steal a car instead of working hard to buying one. Just sell a couple of bags of white powder, you'll get the Ferrari. How long will it take me? By working hard, sweating it out in order to be able to buy a Ferrari. I'll write in my will for the 4th generation after me, hopefully if you're able to get a Ferrari. But even then it will be too expensive because prices keep on going up, as they are always. The church, the Lord Jesus came, chose 12 apostles, then 70, and He chose them from the world. They were people of the world like anyone else. But look what happened to Simon. He became Peter. Look at the other ones. They're all saints. Where is Caiaphas? Where is Augustus Caesar? Where is King Herod? Gone, because they remained in the world. They did not wish to be changed by the Almighty Jesus Christ of Nazareth. They wished to remain worldly. I can't give up on my Star City casino for the sake of the church. So are you expecting me to come to church and listen to some words being said and being sang in the church? What am I going to gain out of this? Man, let me go somewhere out there in the world and make millions of dollars. Will the church give me this? Never. But the world does. I want to be rich. I want to be strong. I want to be powerful. I want to be famous. I want to be known. You chase Christ, all you get is kicks, punches, and being spat on, ridiculed, and then deposed and kicked out. This is foolishness to chase Christ. Let me enjoy life, since you only live once. Might as well enjoy it, bro. Yo, what's up? But where are they, those who wanted to enjoy life? Where are they? The rivers and the springs of waters will turn into blood, but in the end times the church will deny her sweetheart. So sad. So sad. Why did the church deny the Lord? Honey, 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 make me money in this big wide world. Not bad. Money, mammon. The Lord said you cannot worship two gods. You cannot serve two masters. It is either the true God or money. Mamona in our language. Mamona, mammon. In English, they just translated it, sounding Aramaic, almost Aramaic. It's not mammon, mamona. Come, I teach you the proper pronunciation. Mamona, money. The Lord himself said you can't worship these two gods. The Lord placed money in the level of being a god. Not the God, but a God. So if you're going to worship money, then money becomes your God. St. Paul elaborates a little bit more on what his master, Jesus Christ, has taught him. St. Paul says, the roots to all evil is the love of money. The roots to all evil is the love of money. How beautifully St. Paul elaborates on this point. Because money in its own is not evil. When does money become evil, a false god? When you start loving money. Because love was only meant to be given to God first, before anyone or anything else. The moment you love someone or something before God, then that someone or that thing becomes your own false god. The church denied her heavenly groom because money became her god. And with money there is power, there is prestigious life, there is fame, there is thrones. What killed the church is the throne. Church leaders started fighting against one another for the sake of that chair called the throne. If I'm able to fly to China, I can make it very cheap. Much cheaper than making it in Australia. We started fighting for positions because every leader wants to be seen. They started stepping on one another. Brothers became enemies. Why? Because they allowed mammon, money, to enter the church, the false god, and that money devoured them, because money brings a lot of evil things when you begin loving money. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, it is in dying that we are born again into eternal life. Amen. May the Lord Jesus bless you, guide you, and protect you all the days of your life, now and forever and evermore. Amen.
Oh, this is really strange. Also, that has passed was really strange. You know this guy, what's up with him? Is he normal? Oh my god, look at this. What's up with these people? Oh my god, this is unbelievable. Wait, good people of Earth. How can these people do this? And this guy is normal. Oh my god, I cannot believe my eyes. This is insane. How can these people do this? You see, there is something amiss here and there's something hard to understand. You see? Who is this guy and what is that? And look at some people's president here and look at this, whoa. What the? Wait, good people of Earth. Did you see it? Did you? What? Hey, these are scary times. That's some scary stuff, man. If this is true, we need to understand what this is. Look at that, good people of Earth. What is that stuff there? Hey, it's amazing. And some incredible cloud phenomenon. Oh, this looks so unreal, man. What's up with the sky? Man, it just decided to give some people a good show, a wonderful show, man. Oh, this is good vibes. But what do you think this means? Is this a sign of something? Maybe some cool weather coming or something like that? Or what do you think this means? You see? Well, see, from this side of the past, of the world in the past, our grandparents and our ancestors, some of them used to be rainmakers and people who could read the weather and crowd like that. And now, if those people are still alive, they could have helped us to understand what is going on. You see? But if we unite, I believe there is still some information like that amongst people from all over the world. You see? Even if it's small bits of information here and there, if we combine them, we can actually and eventually understand what this crazy stuff is. You see? Oh, well, looks like the
Was out in
clouds
Australia in
today.
the outback, in the middle of nowhere. A gigantic petroglyph of who? Thoth, out of Kemet, in Australia, carved into rock in the ground. They call him Thothamabi in Australia. The Aboriginal people call him Thothamabi, and he's on a ship flying through the Milky Way galaxy. That's what it is, a giant disc, and he's sitting on this thing, and they say that's him flying through the Milky Way galaxy.
Wow.
Thoth, in my opinion, wasn't from this planet, and also his relatives, but they had the people doing the labor. They taught the construction techniques, and they had the blueprints on how to do this. They weren't going to get out there themselves and do all this hard labor, but they had the blueprints. They laid out the foundation, and they said, hey, this is how we do this, and we're going to do this all around the entire planet. People think this Zachariah Sitchin was the only person that can translate tablets, and now he's dead, and he made it all up. No, he used existing translations, and he even gives you his sources in the back of all his books. He didn't translate anything. You can go to the UCLA CDLI online cuneiform digital library, say that fast 4 times, and you can drop virtual tablets into the translator and read them for yourself.
No kidding.
Yes, so everyone can read these tablets. You don't have to be a special expert like Billy Carson. Now everyone can read what's on these tablets and make up their own educated decision on what they believe happened in the ancient past. There were people here already, and their bones have been found. Bigger jawbones, much bigger skulls, which means bigger brains, not smaller brains, bigger brains. We know this because there's more mass capacity, more cranial capacity for mass in the skull area. Telekinesis, telepathy, psychic abilities, and the ability to observe the Earth's magnetic field. All of that was built into us and still is. If you look right now in science, we have billions of magnetite crystals in our heads. But yet, you and I can't navigate the Earth without GPS. Why is that? In the Enuma Elish and the Atrahasis epic, they talk about, in 2 separate writings, by the way, that there was a being here, and they wanted to get us to do the work for them, so they did something where they called adding their essence to us, which is some type of a genetic modification of sorts. Maybe our junk DNA is what they unplugged. But whatever it was, we ended up going to work for these people, and they found the first gold mine in exactly where it says on the tablets at Adam's Calendar in South Africa, and it's been dated now to 200,000 years old.
Oh man, oh, that was some crazy information. A lot of videos have passed. Good vibes, creepy, wow, funny, you name it, all those videos. Or we were just trying to understand how humans live in different parts of the world. You see, we might have come across a video of some place near where you live, or some places you have ever visited. Well, that's good for you. We are here to see how people live in all the world, across different places. You see, always hit the like button so that these videos may reach all those guys that we really wish they do reach. You see, and respect to yourself. You're always a wonderful soul for leaving a comment there, hitting the like button. It's great, man, and it's really appreciated. Peace and good vibes be with you. Till next time, man. We are out. Stay around for some fire episode soon. Goodbye.